Hello everyone and welcome to today's reading. I hope that all is well. If you are new here, I am LeeApocrypha and it is a pleasure to meet you. I hope you'll consider joining the soul family we have going on here. And if you are returning, welcome back, soul family. Love you guys. Hugs. Alright, so today, as you can clearly tell, it's going to be a pick a heart pick a heart reading. We have quite a few of them. We have 7 to be exact, and I'm not going to have the intention of this being a love reading just because they're hearts. Let's just say maybe a message from your heart. How about that? So today I will read the crystal, I will read one tarot card and one oracle. So today should be a shorter reading but still have quite a bit of variety, since there will be more piles to select from today. So I hope that this message resonates and bring you hope and bring you some clarity and perspective into your situation. So let's go ahead and see the crystals. So for pile number 1, we have this amethyst heart. It has this beautiful swirl on the other side, this part here. So beautiful. Okay, so that will be pile number 1. Pile number 2 will be this small rose quartz heart. This will be pile number 2. It's a beautiful light pink color. Now for pile number 3, we have this snowflake obsidian heart. Okay. I'm sorry if you could hear any external noise. I cannot control that. Hopefully you can't, but if you can, sorry. So, pile number 3, snowflake obsidian heart. For pile number 4, we have this big rose quartz heart. This one, it also has like this shine right here that kind of gives it this cat's eye vibe. Very beautiful. A bigger heart than the others, but none are better or worse. So pile number 4. For pile number 5, we have this Unikite heart. This is pile number 5, Unikite. For pile number 6, we have this Selenite heart. Pile number 6, Selenite heart. Okay. And then, last but not least, for pile number 7, we have this another amethyst heart. So, I will have timestamps down below if you need them. And let's go ahead and start with some Palo Santo and see what messages are going to come through today. I think a lot of people have been feeling quite a dense or heavy energy lately. Have some lunar energy going on. We'll go ahead and ring the bell for each pile as well. So if you chose pile number 1, the first amethyst heart, then this is your reading. So, pile number 1, welcome. I hope that all is well. Let's see. I actually immediately started shuffling the tarot deck here. Let's see what's underneath. 5 of Swords in reverse. But I'm going to actually start with your heart. Amethyst is a stone that is great for intuition, for protection, for psychic gifts, for calmness. Some people use it to help them lucid dream. Some people say that it doesn't help them sleep. Here with this circular formation, I'm seeing there might be an essence here about cycles. You may have been feeling like you're going through cycles in regards to your love life or your home life, things that are special to you, things that you love. These spiraling negative emotions, like spiraling out of control. It's like rippling out into your everyday life. It may have been hard to focus lately. I feel like on one side of the coin, you acknowledge and see these negative habits or these things going on that you have been wanting to change. And on the other side, you're trying to see some clarity into your situation. Perhaps you feel like there are some people around you that misunderstand you, or you may feel like you have to be two-faced to certain people out of this guardedness, this fear of opening up. However, I feel like this may be an essence of these negative patterns that you may have been finding yourself in lately. But, oh, sorry. But I feel like here you're trying to integrate the light and the dark within you, trying to find balance within you, trying to have a ripple effect of positive energy, positive thoughts, constructive thoughts of action towards your desires. Okay, so let's see what card is going to come out for you today. Go ahead and pull this top card here. Okay, So for you, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse. I feel like this is kind of bringing back up into our awareness about this integration within you. It's like some of you may be trying to learn to truly love yourself, understand yourself, to know thyself. Things may have been quite difficult in regards to your emotional endeavors, your emotional life or health, people, places, and things, perhaps your job, feeling emotionally unstable. It's kind of like that ripple effect that we were mentioning earlier. It may be hard for you to see clearly the direction that it is that you need to take in order to transform this energy into something useful, into something new, to rebirth new ideas, new habits. We also have a couple lotus flowers here. Lotus flowers are about rebirth, about transformation, about renewal. So that just adds to the confirmation of that message. Lotus flowers bloom from dark mudded waters. It is from the darkness that they rise to their beauty and they open up. I heard awareness, expansion, evolution, growth, transformation. Be aware of the steps that you are taking towards what it is that you desire. Keep your eye on the prize, but you have to work towards it. Heal what needs to be healed, and balance what needs to be balanced. If you find yourself being emotionally distraught or, very much struggling emotionally, go within, seek the answers within you. But in order to do that, you have to face yourself. You have to face your situation that is going on or that has happened. You have to face your fears of the future or events that have happened or that are possible. There's also an element of 6 here. 6 may be a significant number to you, or 33, perhaps life path 33, or 33 just might be a number that resonates with you. There may be 3 particular situations or 6 particular situations, but 6 is also the number of love and balance. So what I'm getting here, again, is actually just a confirmation of that energy of finding emotional balance within yourself, viewing things from different perspectives so that you can transform your life. So let's see what oracle card wants to come through for you today. That one flew out. So we have the Pentacle. It is evocation. Interesting here that we have like crow energy here at the top, and then we have in this card as well, we have the elements of spirit, of water, of earth, fire, and air. protect yourself, ground yourself as you are trying to elevate. There's still a lot here of balance. Perhaps some of you may have been trying to evoke or invoke certain energies, transformative energies. I'm feeling Tower energy, Death card energy. I also just felt like a Seven of Cups energy of confusion and choices. Find balance in your situation. When you find balance within your emotions and within yourself, then you come to find that dealing with external circumstances becomes easier, becomes more manageable. And at times you will be more level-headed so that you're able to deal with the situation or handle it in a better way for yourself and other people around you. Perhaps try new things that you love. If you have been struggling to see a situation for what it really is, then delve deeper into it to try to figure out what it is for you and what is the message behind that for you. Okay, pile one. So I hope that this message resonated. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. All right. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose the light, smaller rose quartz heart, then this is your pile. I'll go ahead and use a little bit of a singing bell. Okay, so let's start with your heart. I heard light-hearted. So I feel like you may be the type of person who has a very light-hearted energy, a carefree energy, or you're trying to embody that and incorporate more of that energy within your life. I feel this gentleness, this compassion emanating from this heart. I heard, I may have a gentle soul, a gentle heart, but don't fuck with me. I feel like for some of you, you have been working on healing your heart. And you have found that there are still difficulties, still traumas, or still things that may be in the way. Perhaps there are certain things that make you less compassionate because of your past, your circumstances, your upbringing. You want to explore, try new things, meet new people, go new places. It's like a crack all around. I feel like for some of you, you have worked a lot on your heart, but you're coming to find, or that you have found, that there's this one particular memory or past event that has been lingering and making it very difficult for you to truly heal and embody truly compassionate energy. All right. So let's see what tarot wants to come out for you today. I had a feeling some cards were going to fall out. Let's see. We have the High Priestess. Interesting. Okay. I feel like some of you are trying to pursue something that seems like a far-off dream, trying to follow your north node, trying to find your purpose. For others of you, you already know this purpose. Some of you question it, some of you already know and are working towards it. Sometimes your minds may be like foggy. Sometimes things may be difficult for you to see from a clear perspective. Other times you see very clearly, but you still doubt it because maybe there are people around you that are two-faced. People that they show you one aspect of themselves, but then when you're not around, it's like they're different. There's a difference in their energy. Some of you may have been working with lunar energy or wanting to incorporate more of that energy into your life or into your rituals. I heard Santa Muerte. So maybe for some of you, you work with her, or you have been wanting to do more research about her. If that is the case, then you should really consider doing such. It's like you have the knowledge within you to pursue on how to pursue what it is that you're trying to. But again, I keep getting this feeling that like you know what it is that you need to do, you know what it is that you want to do, but there may be this difficulty in doing so, in questioning your path, even though you know what is meant for you or you know what it is that you want. Perhaps you have some issues with believing in yourself and believing in your skills. Perhaps you're also a tarot reader. Perhaps you do something within the spiritual realm. You've been wanting to share your knowledge and your skills with other people, then do so. Now more than ever would be the best time to share this kind of information with the world. For some of you, there may be something here about religious institutions. Either you were a part of, you want to be a part of. This could be anything from a religion to a coven to a personal practice to practicing with your partner, practicing with a family member. Perhaps you have found that you have a family lineage of spiritual practitioners. I feel like you know, believe what you really feel intuitively guided to do or say. It will lead you towards more enlightenment. It will lead you on a path where you can possibly, if you desire to do so, help others. And if you happen to be in this energy where you do have this kind of knowledge, then you can share that with other people, and it will greatly help them on their path. Trying to balance out your spiritual and physical experience. I heard, don't be all work and no play. Find balance. And work and play are they're different for everybody. Find what is best for you, what helps you with your creativity, what helps you embody your true self the most, what you feel guided, what feels like just something that you've been really wanting to do. Whether you feel like you have the skill for it or you don't and you want to learn, then do so. If you feel like you've been needing to reach out to somebody to share a message with them, then do so. This is your confirmation to do so. We have the Lady. Interesting. This one says embodiment. This lady in this card has magician energy. So it's very, very beautiful. You have High Priestess energy and Magician energy. Meaning you have the power within you to create, and you have the knowledge to create it. There may be something about spirituality, something about love, something about work, something about finding inner peace and trying to balance out your external situations to find external peace as well. To find peace outside of us, we must find peace within us. You have the knowledge and the skills to create and to become and to do what it is that you need to or want to do. What is holding you back? is yourself, is your fear, is your lack of self-belief. For some of you, you do believe in yourself and you have been working towards it, but I feel like you have not been seeing the results fast enough, that you have been questioning if you are on the right path. If you feel in your heart and your intuition that this is what you are meant to do, or this is what you want to do, then know, as long as you continue on your path, as long as you continue to strive, it's like a snowball effect. Rolling down a little snowball down a hill, and it just increases and becomes bigger. Each and every little step that you take is bringing you closer towards what it is that you desire, but you have to take those steps. And you have to continue on the path that it is that you are striving towards. If you need to stop and smell the roses, don't forget to do so. Allow yourself to enjoy your human experience just as much as you enjoy your spiritual experiences. If you have been feeling called towards a specific energy, then work with that energy. I heard Odin. I don't really know anything about Odin, honestly. But I heard Odin. And Hecate. The Morrigan. I haven't heard Belial. If you're trying to create change in your life, then create it. If you're trying to create abundance in your life, then be more mindful of, be grateful for what you do have, and be more mindful of where you put your time and energy and your money into. Invest in what matters and what will help you grow, not in what doesn't, whether that is with your thoughts or with your finances or with your energy. Give your energy, your time, and your money towards what will help you grow and expand, what will help you continue on your path. Okay, pile 2. So this is all that I'm getting for you today. I hope that resonated and brought you some clarity into your situation. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Alrighty. So, hello, pile number 3. If you chose the Snowflake Obsidian, this is your pile. I heard darkness. Find the light within you. See the light at the end of the tunnel. Search deep within yourself and find the gems that are hidden. Appreciate and acknowledge yourself and who you really are and what you really want to become. Distance yourself from people, places, and things that do not resonate with you and that hold you back or that distract you too much. I feel an intensity. Perhaps you've been feeling tense or a lot of intense energies around you. For some of you, perhaps you're not sure who really is around. Perhaps you're going through like a dark night of the soul, or have been kind of down, or for some of you, maybe feeling like a depressive mentality lately. I heard you can do it. You can find the light. You can climb out of the hole. You can do it. If you desire it, and if you work towards it, then you will do it. It is the only way. Whether you seek professional help or you seek to help yourself, you need to have a devotion towards working on it. And that doesn't mean that's going to be easy. That doesn't mean it's going to happen overnight, of course. But it means that whatever it is you're going through, you can work through it. And if you said no, then that is your problem. That is why it has been so incredibly difficult for you to balance out yourself and your life, because you don't even believe it's possible. If you choose not to believe it, then that will be your truth. Your truth is what you choose to perceive, and that is a choice. All right. Let's see. Wow, this is quite interesting. I was shuffling and there was a card that kind of came off a little bit askew. It didn't fall out, but I felt like picking it up. And it is the High Priestess. And then I felt the need to look under the deck, and we have here the Magician in reverse, and then we have Death. So definitely, if you also felt called to pile number 2, then watch pile number 2. I will not read into this energy because I'm feeling a lot of pile 2 energy here. So I will shuffle for you. I feel like for some of you that were really debating on either pile 2 or 3, or another pile for that matter, if you're debating on 2 piles, then I feel like that was a confirmation for you to watch however many other piles you felt drawn to. I feel like some of you were questioning, oh, I should only pick 1 pile, that's how it should be. No, if you feel drawn to more piles, then watch as many piles as you feel drawn to watch. And of course, as always, take what resonates and leave what does not. I saw 3939, by the way. I heard complex situation. Your card is not really coming out. Maybe that's what has something about this complex situation. I feel like some of you are feeling blocked. Having that Magician card in reverse is a big blockage. Very much struggling to find your inner light because the Magician creates. The Magician already knows their shit. So I feel like you question yourself a lot. You're in this mode in your life right now, in this phase of your life that things have been very out of balance for you. I heard again, dark night of the soul. So perhaps, you know, if that seems like something you feel drawn to look into, if you've never heard of it, or if you have, then it's a confirmation. And if you haven't heard of it, then look into it. Perhaps you can find some information that will really help you. All right. So let's see, we had 2 cards. I'm going to mention, okay. So we have the Hanged Man. And we have the Chariot. So I will not read too much into the Chariot. I will read more into the Hanged Man. This actually makes me think of a coworker that I have that said that the Hanged Man follows her. I feel like there's this sense here. For some of you, you may have been feeling like this kind of dense energy follows you, this kind of difficult energy follows you, or unbalanced energy. You're trying to move forward and find balance within yourself. And we mentioned about balance before. You need to see things from a new perspective. The Hanged Man is telling you, you will not be able to find peace and balance within yourself with the same perspective that you have. It's limited. The Hanged Man, he hangs himself upside down so he can see things from a new perspective. If you really want to create change in your life, you need to allow yourself the time and the space to at least consider new thoughts, new perceptions, new ways of thinking and doing in your life. Or else you will stay stuck. This is not sun energy, but I'm getting the sense like once you start to see things from new perspectives, you will start to grow and you will start to find more happiness in your life. You will begin to attract more happiness into your life. And naturally, what you perceive is what you receive. If you perceive the whole world is out to get you, then even though the whole world isn't out to get you, you're going to be getting yourself. I also feel this essence of the moon. Again, trying to find balance. Some of you feel tied up, caught up, confused, manipulated. taken advantage of, lied to, deceived. And you may be saying, how can I find my happiness when I've gone through all this shit? You can find your happiness if you choose to, but that takes time and effort. It takes work and diligence towards that. Each and every step is a step in the direction. As long as you're striving towards what it is that you desire, and as long as you are striving to view things from new perspectives so that you can allow yourself to align with new possibilities, allow yourself to align with new people, places, and things that will help you along your path. But you as well better not be using and manipulating situations and people around you. How could you expect fairness if you are not fair? For some of you, you may have been realizing that the perhaps religious institutions that you have been brought up in or currently participating in is just not really resonating with you anymore, or never really truly has. This is saying, don't be afraid to let go of what doesn't work for you. Find what does work for you, what does resonate with you. Do try to change your perceptions when they are limited in order for you to allow yourself to grow and evolve and expand. But don't force yourself to change your perspective in terms of trying to fit in, trying to please your religious institution or have the favor of somebody of the sort. This is about you going within yourself and figuring out what really is meant for you. I heard left-hand path. If you have been interested in, or if you don't know what it is, look into it if you want. I did hear, okay, I know some people might not like hearing this, but I did hear Antichrist, and I don't mean that in a way of like, how can I say? Let's just say that some of you are seeing or have seen the truth and are awakening towards the control that has been going on for centuries. You're trying to break free and try to break away from control for some of you. I heard ray of light, follow your ray of light, and then I heard Lucifer. I also heard Ra. I heard sun god, and then I heard Ra. We have no way. Interesting. I'm not gonna read into this energy, but definitely if any of those names that I said resonate or something, look into it. We have under here 33, the horned god, life force. But this is making me think again of Lucifer's energy. So if that's a confirmation for you, then that's a confirmation. If you're interested in learning more, learn more. And if there you are, if you're sitting there being like, oh my god, evil, blah blah blah, this has to do about your perception, and you're not seeing things for, how can I say, how things can help you. Instead, you're just seeing things as you were conditioned to. Are your thoughts and your opinions truly your own, or are they a product of your upbringing and your religious background? So we have here spider patterns. I heard arachne. You're stuck in vicious patterns that leave you stuck. You want to move forward, then you have to start to see things from a new perspective. Whenever, there are so many times I do connect. When I connect with Lucifer, a message I feel personally from him is about perception. It's about enlightenment. It's about expanding your awareness so that you can see things from a different light, so that you can continue to learn and grow and evolve. But if you keep yourself stuck in perpetual cycles of disbelief, of negative thinking, of thinking that you understand something that you really have never researched or felt into or worked with, it's kind of like I'm getting the energy for someone specific. Don't assume that you know everything just because you were raised to believe that you know more than others, or that you are somehow more enlightened. I'm seeing here there's a big challenge for some of you to break away from past patterns of I'm hearing like upbringing again. Like you're trying to find balance within yourself, and there are elements here of balance, of light and dark. I heard Pan. So if you are, if you also have been considering working with the god Pan, the horned god, then consider it. Not all that we are made to believe is true really is the truth. Sometimes it is embellished. Sometimes it's not at all true. Sometimes it's a lot. Sometimes it's a little bit. You need to go within yourself to figure out what these messages are and what it is that you need to perceive differently. If you find yourself being caught up in cycles, or you find yourself dealing with similar situations that you've dealt with before, then I heard like stop blaming your external circumstances, because most likely if you're in this energy where you refuse to see things from a new perspective, then that is why you're caught up in these perpetual cycles. It's not because, there's always this negative energy that follows me. Maybe the negative energy is you. I'm not saying that, how can I say? What I'm trying to say is look in the mirror. Instead of thinking woe is me and everyone around me is this, and that, look in the mirror and be like, why do people treat me like this? Maybe it's because I treat others like this. Why does this keep happening to me? Maybe it's because I keep allowing people to do that or to get away with that kind of shit. You need to catch your own cycles in order to evolve and expand, and in order to move forward and to find balance. If you want to reach your happiness, you have to see things from a new perspective. If you want to move forward, you have to let go of the bullshit. Your own negative perceptions that are limiting. Take responsibility for your own life. Face your patterns. Okay, so that's all that I'm getting for you, pile number 3. I hope that this resonated and brought you some clarity into your situation. And I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye. All right. So, hello, pile number 4. If you chose the dark rose quartz heart, this message is for you. I heard like, hold my heart gently. There is a shine within you, like a spark, an idea, a creative pursuit, something of the sort. Difficulty in seeing your own shine. There's something that you have not healed. There may be an energy that is attached to you. Oh, okay. So I'm going to use the bell. What I'm feeling here is that I forgot to use the bell at the beginning of your reading. I feel like this is kind of saying, like, don't forget to protect your energy. And it's interesting because I just remembered right after mentioning that there may be an energy that is kind of attached to you. I know that the air conditioner is on, but I'm getting some chills, and I haven't gotten chills for any of the other piles so far. The temperature is the same. If you've been needing to cleanse your energy, then do it. If you've been needing to let go of people, places, and things, do it. If you've been needing, I heard restraining order, then do it. Don't wait. I heard act now. At your soonest convenience, but make it happen. It's like there are little They're like little glimpses of light within you that you see, but then you forget. You don't focus on it because it's like hard for you to see it most times. But it's this beautiful shine, this beautiful ray of light within you. You dim your own light, I feel. And this is the biggest heart here, making me think like you have a big heart, but sometimes you overgive. And a part of this message I'm feeling about protecting your own energy is about not overextending yourself or overgiving. Stop giving and giving to people who don't deserve it and who don't reciprocate. You give so much of yourself, but you need to take care of yourself and put yourself first. And that may be hard for some people, but if you want people to respect you, you want people to treat you right, then you have to treat yourself right, and you have to put your foot down and not allow people, places, and things that do not know your worth, that take you for granted, that misunderstand you. You have to know your own worth in order for you to exude that, in order for you to not allow certain people, places, and things to walk all over you. So let's see. Let go of the burdens and the cycles that you have been feeling and facing lately. Perhaps if you felt called to pile number 1, then perhaps there's a message there for you. Know that you have to be strong in order for you to really put your foot down and not allow anybody to walk all over you. But you can't walk all over yourself. Treat yourself how you want to be treated. Don't expect somebody to treat you better than you think. How can I say? Don't expect somebody to treat you better than you should be treating yourself. If that makes sense. If you really know what you deserve, then why are you still putting up with bullshit from people, the same people that never change? That's a message for somebody. You will continue to feel stuck in cycles if you do not change your own I heard self-confidence, self-belief. It's not always easy, but if you really want love, if you really want balance, if you really want all of that, learn to give it to yourself. And nobody's perfect, and there will always be days that we have where it's harder for us to be confident. And that's okay. But then you get back up the next day and you try to remind yourself, today's a new day. Try to see things from a different perspective. What are you afraid of? There's a message that you're afraid to receive a message. I heard stalking, lurking. And then this card was coming out. I feel like I kind of got chills again. This is the Page of Swords. Manipulation. I'm feeling like, in regards to, if you have been feeling like there's an energy of somebody specifically, this kind of ties into like an attachment and needing to protect yourself. If you've been feeling like you are being stalked, whether online or in person, of course, especially if in person, like, protect yourself. Did I mention restraining order in your pile? If I did, that's a confirmation. If it was not your pile, but you felt called to one of the other ones, then watch one of the other ones. There's something here about messages and about communication, about social media. About guardedness, like needing to protect yourself from certain energies, certain people, certain places, certain things. Not to be manipulated by other people's lies and deceit. Trust your intuition to see through these people and these situations. But you have to be honest with yourself. Even if it's your intuition guiding you to see things from a perspective of like needing to kind of like back away from somebody specific, then do it. You may be feeling very confused. I feel like you're confused because maybe this is somebody you love, maybe this is family, maybe this is something else going on, a coworker, or whatever it is. Protect yourself. Be careful. That doesn't mean that you cannot speak. That doesn't mean you cannot do or enjoy yourself. Just be mindful. Remove yourself or distance yourself from liars, deceivers, manipulators, people that break their promises, that take you for granted, that use you. Speak up when you need to speak up. Stay silent when you need to stay silent. Follow your intuition more. Follow your guidance. Believe in yourself. But do not believe everything that you hear, read, or see online. Obviously, right? But some people do. You may have been feeling like a lot of cold energy, or like maybe someone around you has been very cold around you. You've been having like a negative kind of feeling or vibe, like something's off. They're keeping something from me. They're not being open. Maybe they used to be and now they're not. Something's wrong. If you genuinely felt that or got chills, or like a specific situation came on your head, then protect yourself and look more into it, because you may be right. Maybe it is a situation that you need to really really take care of. I hope that makes sense. I heard restraining order again. Somebody here seriously has a stalker problem. Protect yourself, especially if it is a physical person, like somebody that you know or that you just met, even if you don't know them. If it's like a physical kind of interaction and not just online. We have cave retreat. I just saw 11111 and I wasn't looking up at all, like this whole time. Definitely, especially with the 1111, 111. If those numbers have been following you, if you've been noticing them more, follow it. Listen to your intuition. What are you thinking about in the moment that happens? This retreat card is saying again to protect yourself. I saw this circle here and made me like I heard cast your circle. For some of you, this is saying to up your protection routine when you are participating or performing a ritual. And that doesn't just have to mean like a like magical ritual, a spiritual ritual. It could mean within like your everyday life. If you always go to a specific place at a specific time, be aware, especially if you're feeling like stalker energy, because the easiest way for somebody to stalk you is if you're always consistently, you know, on a routine. People start to notice if they are also in a routine or they're just stalking. I feel like for some of you, you have this big energy within you. But there's this fear of what is outside of you. There's this fear that you have to be hidden. You know your situation better than I do. If you really feel unsafe, then get who you need to get involved, like the police. I heard a restraining order again. Moonlight, full moon. If you've been needing to do release work and protection work, release on a full moon. Protect yourself. Pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to certain things that are going on that don't really align or that seem out of place. I saw 1:15:05. 5 is making me think of changes. 1 and 5 makes 6. Balance. You need to create changes around you and your routine if possible in order to find balance, in order to protect yourself better. Perhaps. I feel like that message is not for everybody. I heard online presence. Pay attention to the people online that give you bad vibes. Distance yourself if possible. Be careful. I have just a lot of energy in your reading came through about needing to protect yourself and be aware of your surroundings and pay more attention in those regards. So I hope that this message brought you some clarity and perspective into your situation. If you really are dealing with some kind of energy like this, get the police involved. Get whoever you need to get involved. Be careful, okay? Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye. Alrighty. So, pile number 5. Hello. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Unikite heart, perhaps you're a fire sign or you're dealing with a fire sign, or there's something about fire. Maybe you like to do candle work, candle spells, or flame, gazing into flame. You may be working on your heart. Not only is this heart, obviously it's in the shape of a heart, yes, but it is pink and green, and both of those colors are associated with the heart chakra. I feel like there's this fire within you, within your heart, that you're trying to figure out ways to bring out of you, to use that fire within your heart to create, to become what it is that you desire to become. I heard salmon. This message I don't feel like is for everyone, but maybe you like to fish or you like eating fish. Maybe you like to swim, or there's something about the ocean or water. Fire and water are like opposite signs. I feel like this is saying balance the fire and the water within you. The way I saw 120 and then 12. 1 and 2 make 3, making me think of magician type of energy, creation energy. And I was about to say, finding the balance within the fire and the water within you. Your intuition, your logic, your creativity, your spirituality. Some of you have been wanting to incorporate spiritual practice into... I have a candle over there, and the times I've had it on today, it's been quiet, and it just started crackling. I don't know if you can hear it, but I had this like it just kind of like creeped me out a little bit, came out of nowhere. And then I saw 121:32. Like 123 energy to me is like starting new, moving forward. I feel like some of you are afraid. It looks like, yeah, the fire went out. The fire went out, and I just saw some smoke. Some of you want to, again, incorporate some spirituality into your art, into your creative pursuit, into your music. Then do it. Connect and incorporate it. Protect yourself, but don't be afraid. Okay? Don't be afraid. Okay. We have the Four of Wands in reverse. So this card kind of came out, but then I felt like it was for you. And then when I was going to mention it, I felt like, oh, maybe it's not, let me put it back. And I started shuffling, and it kind of like slipped out again. So you may be questioning what is right for you. If you felt called to pile number 3, then watch pile number 3, because the card kind of knocked that heart over and flipped it upside down. You're trying to find stability, you're trying to find balance within your physical and spiritual sides. And again, trying to find balance between the fire and the water within you. Maybe you and or a special somebody, or just you, has fire and water in their chart. Maybe one's fire, maybe one's water. Maybe you have like a fire water for your sun and moon sign. Maybe out of all the elements, those are your 2 favorite. Four of Wands usually symbolizes kind of like a marriage or a unity. But in this card, it's one person. Well, it's a skeleton, but it's one skeleton alone. and they're kneeling. It's like they're praying or like they're contemplating. Again, trying to find balance, but within yourself. Trying to find balance within your heart. The answers that you seek externally are within you. You just have to look for them. You just have to figure it out. You just have to give yourself a chance to pursue it, to incorporate it, to do it, or whatever it is that you need to do. But I do feel that there's fear here. You are afraid to tap into your spiritual side. You're afraid to tap into your emotions. I heard your mind is blank. But for some of you, it's because you choose not to deal with your emotions. Some of you have, and some of you refuse to. Trying to find balance, as above, so below, as within, so without. Don't give up. Keep pushing through. Keep pursuing what it is that you're trying to learn. It's like, even though the sky is the limit, in reality, it's more than that. If somebody had a spaceship and they knew how to drive it or ride it around or whatever, like there's more than the sky. But what I'm getting here is like, I just saw 127:27. Maybe you see 27, maybe you are 27. Maybe you're turning 27. Maybe your name starts with an M. I saw a 55, by the way. And 5 is about change and transformation. But as I was saying, you need to find balance. Ground yourself. When you are trying to elevate, it's important to be open and not afraid. But you also have to know when to ground yourself and learn how to ground yourself. Ground your ideas, ground your thoughts, your emotions, whatever it is that you need to. Perhaps some of you are afraid of commitment. It's been difficult for you to truly... Oh. There were 2 cards that fell. There's lessons on the bottom. There were 2 cards. This one fell on the floor, and this is mirror perception, or twin flame. And then there was another one, intention, wand. So I feel the need to focus more on this mirror energy. And it's interesting because the 4 of Wands, when you look at most depictions of the 4 of Wands, there's usually 4 wands or 4 something, but it looks like 1111. And here we have the number 11. If you felt drawn to one of the other piles, then perhaps watch it. You want to create change in your life. You have to look in the mirror. You have to face yourself. You have to face your darkness. You have to go within. I feel like some of you have and some of you haven't. You're still trying to find balance in your physical world, in your mental, in your spiritual. Stop wearing a mask. Stop hiding. Stop running away from what it is that you know that you need to do. Or stop running away from the messages that are coming to you. But you need to face yourself. You need to acknowledge it. You need to be mindful of your own intuition. Your own intention. But I saw 130-103 mentioning intuition. Follow your intuition. If you do feel guided to a specific entity, do it. If you do feel guided to commit to something or someone or whatever, then do so. If you're looking for change and transformation, here's this fire energy coming back again. Rise like a phoenix. Transform your energy. See things from a different perception. I just realized something. The card, the tarot that came out, remember I mentioned that it knocked over pile number 3? So the heart, instead of being like this, ended up like this. And I'm seeing these 2 hearts here that are in reverse. It's like a confirmation. I heard heavy is the heart, but I'm thinking about this song. There's this song that has those lyrics in it. Maybe you might want to listen to it. I don't know who it's by. But if you look up heavy is the heart lyrics or something, I'm sure you'll find, even if it's not the exact song that's in my mind, I'm sure that you'll be led to certain lyrics that might have a message for you. It's like within you know that there's this beast, or like, how can I say? It's not really what I mean, but like, you know your truth within you, but you hide from it. You don't want to face it. You choose not to. But it is you. It is connected to you. It will always be a part of you. You are united. You are one. And then I heard twin flame again. So that's significant for somebody. Don't force that to fit your situation if it's not meant for you. Face yourself. Face your truth. Find balance within yourself. Don't be afraid to commit when you feel the desire, the pull. When you feel the truth within you is to do so. To try something new, to expand. Don't be afraid. Rise like the phoenix. Create change and transformation within you to evolve But there will be phases that you go through. That's okay. Just learn from everything that comes your way, whether it is because of you or an external circumstance. Everything in life is a lesson. We need to face it like a mirror. It helps us to see the truth of who we are. Okay, so pile number 5, this was your reading. I hope that resonated and brought you some clarity and perspective into your situation. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. All right. Hello, pile number 6. If you chose the Selenite heart, then this is for you. We'll start with a little singing bell. Okay. I heard damaged but not broken. Scratched up, beaten down. Taken for granted. Falling apart. You are not broken. You are still whole. You just may be holding on to the past. Sometimes you see the beauty of the situations around you that have left you. But then sometimes you try to go back to it. Or sometimes it's very difficult for you to not reminisce, remember, but then it causes you discomfort. It causes you pain in your heart. Some of you are trying to heal, but then you come to the time when certain memories come up, and it's like instead of working through it, it hurts, and so you just kind of allow it to bring you down instead of learning from it. That's the whole point of healing through these situations. We acknowledge it stings, it hurts, it sucks, it takes time, whatever, yes. But the only way to overcome it is to face it. Or to acknowledge how far you've come. And stop telling yourself you're broken. And stop joking around like if you are broken. Stop picking at yourself and your own heart and your love and your hurt and your body, for some of you. Acknowledge this immense shine. You are unique. You are one of a kind. Maybe some of you like unicorns or unicorn energy, or just some kind of magical, whimsical energy. Don't ever forget how incredibly special you are, because you are. Pile number 6. Perhaps sometimes you show somebody like one aspect of you, and it's hard for you to open up and to show other sides of you. Acknowledge your shine. Don't forget and don't dim it for anybody. Okay? If you have to work with others, I heard like your shine is appreciated by some, and others are trying to make you dim your light. But don't allow that. Just continue to pursue. Just continue to be you. I hear this song in my head, Heavy is the Crown. Okay. For some of you, you may want fame. You may be seeking to be in the spotlight somehow, some way. Maybe you're a musician, maybe you're an artist. Maybe you do YouTube or something else and you want to put yourself out there. You can't be afraid. You cannot be afraid and be trying to put yourself out there. There are always going to be people that talk shit. There are always going to be haters. And don't let that dim your light. Fuck what they think. As long as you're not harming anybody or inciting violence or anything, then you do you. People don't like it, they could walk the fuck out. Don't let people dim your light, whether they're family, friends, co-workers, strangers, whether they're old, young, middle-aged, your same age, whatever. Don't let anybody dim your light ever. Not even yourself. It's like I feel like you want to be in the spotlight, but you're too afraid to put yourself out there because of what other people may think, because perhaps you've been bullied, or perhaps you've experienced some shit in your life that it makes you question whether you're ready for the spotlight or not. Well, you never know unless you try. But the truth is, who really is ever ready? It never will be what we think that it is. You know? I'm pretty sure if we were to ask any famous person, I saw 14440. I'm pretty sure any famous person would be like, yeah, fame isn't all that it's cut out to be, or it's very different than you might think, or whatever. Remember, you cannot, not everyone's going to approve of our decisions, of our choices, of who we are. But that doesn't fucking matter. What matters is, do you approve of yourself? As long as you're not harming anybody or yourself. Do you approve of yourself? If not, then work on that. Because if you're too self-conscious or you're too afraid to be who you truly are, how do you expect people to know who you are? And how do you expect them to be able to really support you if they don't even know the real you? I saw 145:45, by the way. Let's see. Or this one. Okay, so we have the Lovers underneath. Knight of Pentagrams, they're called here in this card. Knight of Pentacles. Yes, like you're trying to move forward into creating something new, into being in the spotlight, or like stardom. If you go into it with the fear of being who you truly are, people are gonna see right through your shit. And good, because we should all be who we really are. You know, if only it was a world that really allowed us to be who we are, as long as we're not harming anyone or anything. What is it that you're trying to ground? What is it that you're trying to create? Don't be afraid. Know that it takes time, but start somewhere. If you want to start putting yourself out there more, then start putting yourself out there more, little by little. It's going to take time for you to become known anyway. If you procrastinate it, then it might never happen. Who knows, maybe you might procrastinate a day, a week, a month, a year, 10 years, or 100 years. You get the point. Start working on it. Start making a movement towards it. Know what it is that you want and that you want to create. And don't be afraid of what other people think. As long as you're not harming anybody or anything, you do you. People who truly love you, people who want the best for you, people who will align with your energy, will align with you. And the rest, let them fall away. Or distance yourself. Whatever the case is for you that needs to be done, then do it. But also stop distracting yourself, because if you want to put yourself out there more, you cannot be distracted. You cannot be over here wasting your time. You can be daydreaming all day for like days in a row, but then when are you gonna start putting effort towards making that happen? It's like for some of you, you have this backwards perspective on how things work. Be diligent. Take your time. but continue to work on it consistently. If it's something that you really love, it shouldn't feel like a chore. And if you really love it and it feels like a chore, why? Question yourself. Is it something that I really do want? Or is it something that's just convenient? Or what's the situation? What's the case here? We have lessons. Oh, and there's another one as well. Cauldron, the womb. So interesting, because both of these cards have this feminine energy, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. Have this feminine energy kind of in the same pose, kind of in the same way. And they're like magician type of energies. One is about lessons. The other one is about creation. You cannot expect to have abundance if you're lazing about, never doing anything. And don't get mad about it when the abundance doesn't come, because then you don't deserve it because you're not working towards it. You need to create change and transformation in your life in order to have creation. Do, create, become is a message. One cannot be without creating. One cannot create without doing. Put in the time, the energy, the effort, the money towards what it is that you do want. Learn the lessons that are like showing themselves to you. Rebirth yourself into something new. I'm also feeling like Mother Maiden Crone energy, Triple Goddess energy, Hecate perhaps. I heard Lilith. Creation, create, do what you need to do in order to create. Stop waiting around for it to come to you, for it to fall onto your lap. Get off your ass and make it happen. If you really love it, it shouldn't feel like a chore. And if you really love it and it feels like a chore, then why? Then you're not thinking about things clearly. Be balanced. Be consistent. Change and transformation. Be aware of the cycles that you find yourself caught up in. If you feel lack of motivation, there are things that you need to transform in your life, whether it's your perspective, whether it's your physical space, your your perception, your mentality. Whatever it is, remind yourself that you have it within you to create, to do, to become. But you have to do. It's not just going to fall in your lap. Transform your perception. Believe in yourself. Remind yourself that you do have magician energy. You are the magician. And interesting, I just noticed that one is the number 25 and the other is 26. So it's like a progression. 5 is about change. 2 is about unity. 6 is about love and balance. 5 and 2 make 7, which is spirituality. 6 and 2 make 8, which is about cycles. Learn the cycle, learn the lessons from the cycles in your life in order for you to create and to become. You have to do. Okay? So I hope that this message resonated for you, pile number 6. And I hope that you have a lovely day. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Alrighty. So, hello, pile number 7. If you chose this amethyst heart, then this is your reading. I'll go ahead and start with a little bit of singing bell. There's this tiredness for this split feeling. Perhaps you've been feeling caught in between worlds or in between certain circumstances going on. Not sure where the line is or afraid to cross the line. Not sure how to go about certain situations. This is the one that looks more like, kind of like a broken heart in a way. I feel like some of you are still healing your heart space from broken heartedness. Trying to find the beauty in what happened in order to show compassion. There's like so many rainbows within you. Some of you, I feel you acknowledge that you have overcome so much that you can see the beauty within yourself and how far you've come to healing, to expanding and evolving, to be more calm and patient, and to follow your intuition more. Although things may be difficult, be grateful and surround yourself with creation, with motivation, with loving energy. Calm yourself, quiet your mind, meditate. Meditate. let's go ahead and see what comes out for you. I heard dreamer. Move towards your dreams. If you felt called to pile number 6, watch pile number 6. Or if you felt called to another pile, then watch the other pile. Be aware that you don't get caught up in being addicted to this kind of victimized mentality. Okay. We have the Chariot that came out for you today. I saw 20112. The Chariot. The Chariot is a Cancer card, right? Perhaps you're a water sign, perhaps Cancer, or perhaps you have a lot of Cancer in your chart or a lot of water in your chart. Find balance within yourself in order to heal. Know when it is time to move, and know when it is time to stay. When it is time to act, and when it is time to relax. Differentiate between the two. I'm sorry if you could hear any external noises. I can't control that. I heard puppet and then acting. I feel like that's like extremely specific for somebody. I noticed that this person doesn't have any sword, any offensive weapon. They only have a defensive, like a shield. Some of you don't speak your mind enough, or do not allow yourself to express your creativity enough. You may have these intuitive inspirations, but then not putting them to action. Kind of being at like a standstill. We had mirror and intention that came out, but these literally came out in one of the other readings. So if you felt called to one of the other readings, or other piles, excuse me, then feel free to watch it. That one might have been pile number 5. You got Book of Shadows, Experience. Number 41, 1 and 4 make 5, which is about change and transformation. Your experiences have made it difficult for you to move forward. Some of you are trying to work on your shadows, and some of you are not. If you want to heal and feel connected, you want to feel more balanced, then find balance by working through your experiences. I feel like for some of you, because of your experiences, you have the potential to be able to help others around you perhaps you've been wanting to create something new. Perhaps you're a tarot reader, perhaps you do something else, DIYs, or you're trying to establish something. Experience. Know that you will not be able to truly experience a lot in life if you're just stuck. Regardless of what it is that you're stuck on. Putting all this thought energy, this time and energy into something, make sure that it's worth what it is that you want it to be. And it's not just whatever. Use your time and energy wisely. And continue to find balance through working on these issues or the past, or working on taking back your personal power. Releasing vicious cycles that you may be stuck in. And healing from that. If you already have a Book of Shadows or a grimoire, perhaps it's time to pull it out and start reading your experiences and reflecting upon them, to not only help remind you of how far you've come, but also to help you decipher the messages. When we are in the moment, sometimes we may doubt or be afraid, or, it's hard to, how can I say? Don't be afraid to work through your past. Experiences are meant to help challenge us. We experience things to hopefully, theoretically, learn from them and create change and transformation in our life so that we can pursue what it is that we want, so we could see things from new perspectives. There are roses in this card as well. As beautiful as the rose is, it has thorns. It might hurt to pluck one, but there's a way if you want to. There are going to be experiences that are beautiful and experiences that are painful. In hindsight, there are certain painful experiences that we start to see the beauty, like our gratitude towards it, because it has helped shape who we are. Acknowledge how far you've come. Face the pain. Be gentle with yourself and compassionate with yourself. Show yourself the love and the nurturing that you would desire to receive. Give that to yourself. But there's going to need to be some changes for you to release vicious cycles that you may be going through. If you've been feeling called to candle magic, or working with flame or fire, like gazing upon the flame, or using the candle wax as a form of divination, do so. Okay? So, I hope that this message resonated and brought you some clarity and perspective into your situation, pile number 7. I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah. Thank you. Have a good night or morning, wherever it is that you are. Bye.